So the last 6 months of the year now, and I'll tell you one thing, the way that the markets are positioned, commodities, indices, generally as assets in the market, they're positioned on the higher time frame in a way where there's going to be so many opportunities. I'm telling you from experience, these cycles happen almost every single year. We had a slightly slower period in the markets for the past 6, 12 weeks, etc. But now it's looking like it's going to pick up. This week, I missed quite a few positions. I've been back and forth this week. There was about over 20% I missed. Some of the trades, I'll be honest with you, I wasn't in a position to take, like pound dollar short, for example, which I'll attach onto the screen. Wasn't in a position to take that. I actually spoke about that on the live trader webinar, and it was shaping up on the webinar, but I obviously stated I'm not going to take the trade because it was above the highs. Had I have caught the pound dollar trade prior, I would have been in the position to take that. So both positions, one was 7%, one was 9%. That would have been a total of 16%, I believe. So anyway, there's opportunities across the board. The reason I'm making this clip is because summer period is statistically where most people fall off and they get lazy. I don't know what it's because of, probably because of the weather or whatever, but people just generally slack off at this portion of the year. And I can tell you one thing, these final 6 months, if you give it your absolute all, you're going to put yourself in a position to capitalize on all the available opportunities that are yet to come. But if you piss about too much and you fall into this summer mentality, like I just want to relax, etc., you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunity. And losing out on opportunity, especially the kind we're going to have, is not going to be a nice feeling for you to look back on. So to avoid that regret, just knuckle down, get things listed down as, for example, when you've not performed well, what conditions had to be present for you not to perform well? What was your lifestyle like? What was your mood like? What was your routine like? Just generally pick out the traits of what you were doing when you weren't performing at your peak. Then you want to cross-correlate them with the times that you can remember, if you can recall any, where you were performing at your peak. What was that like? What were those conditions like? How were you as a person? What was your mood like? Your routine, same sort of thing. You even want to look into your trades. How did that affect the quality of your positions? Everyone has the data in it. Every single one of you have had a shit quarter or a shit period in the markets where you've not done the best, and all of you have also definitely had a period where you performed well and you not performed well. Just cross-correlate the differences, and you want to replicate or duplicate the conditions that were present when you're doing well. So you need to get that serious going into this final 6 months of the year, because I'm telling you, if you fuck about too much, you're going to be in a position that you're going to regret. You're going to look back at the end of the year thinking, there's so much available opportunity. I could have gone from trading nothing to high 6 figures, possibly even 7 figures in 6 months, which is 100% possible. I'm telling you, when you've got this skill set and you position yourself correctly in the market and you position yourself around the right people and you get level-headed and you get serious, you can genuinely go right now from trading nothing to close to $1 million by the end of the year. Alright, it's 5:45 in the morning at the moment. We did do these runs at 5 AM, but my friend has finally decided to actually do them at 6 AM. I think that's probably why I feel a little bit more fresh. I've had 4 hours of sleep, but I feel fresh. I've got so much stuff on today. I need to get on with a lot of stuff. We're testing some stuff for the strategy as well. I've been live trading this particular thing that we are testing, but there's also an additional layer to it, which Mark actually brought my attention to. So we're going to be testing that. Oh, got a call. Hit me with it.
Hello, where are you?
6 minutes away.
Oh, I became man, there's fucking loads of people there. What?
I'm not believing a word that comes out of your mouth.
Seriously, there's loads there today.
I don't believe you. Alright, I'm there in 6 minutes.
Fine.
Last time, this guy told me there's loads of people there. I turned up and there was no one there. He does this to me all the time. I love this area. It's a very nice area. I don't know if you can see those little peaks at the back, but that's part of the reservoir, I believe. You can see them all in the background there. All these big peaks. I actually want to climb these this summer, I'm not gonna lie. Keeping in mind it starts at 6 AM, right? And it's 5:50 at the moment, so being somewhere 10 minutes before is on time. Let's see if this guy was actually telling the truth, or if, as usual, he was feeding me lies. Let's have a look. Oh my god. It's just him. I knew it. It's what he does every single time. Look at him. None of these. Bought them separately.
Is that better?
Beautiful day. So I just woke up. There's something about getting natural light in the morning first thing. Let me tell you this, try this if you haven't already. Instead of looking at your phone first thing, go outside and get some light. And it might seem like the harder option to do, but trust me, when you do it, it'll make a massive difference to your sleep, the way that your day goes, everything. Literally, it will change the course of your day by just getting natural light first thing in the morning. You don't have to have the sun out, just natural light. Trust me, try it. I'm still half asleep because I've literally just woken up about 5 minutes ago. I need to go get some eggs. But I was talking to our traders about this on the bootcamp that I did last week on psychology and peak performance as a whole. That I can't believe people don't do this. So many people I speak to on social media as well that are like shocked when I say do something as simple as organise your thoughts for a minute. Sit down with yourself 5 minutes before you look at the screens in the morning, before you look at the markets, and just organise your thoughts. What's so difficult about that? People don't do it because they wake up and they're straight away in this trance. I need to check my phone, notifications, everything, just get on it straight. Just 5 minutes. 5 minutes is not going to hurt you at all. I'm not talking about going on a flipping 30-minute deep meditation session. I'm not talking about that. Right? Sometimes you've got to wake up and you have to execute. You might have woken up a little bit later that day or whatever, and there's a trade shaping up and you've got to execute. But I'm telling you, 5 minutes will not make a difference. And Mark actually speaks about this phenomenon in Rewired. It's called the window of opportunity. Every single human being on the planet, every single human being is in a certain state of mind. The first 10 minutes when they wake up, 10 to 15 minutes, and the final 10 to 15 minutes before you go to sleep. Okay, it's a studied science, go look into it for yourself. So the frequency that your mind's in, it's in a moldable state in those two particular time frames that I've mentioned there. And what do people do in those two time frames? They wake up first 10 minutes and they're just straight away scrolling on their phone. I'm telling you, it's been scientifically proven. The way that affects your brain chemistry, it's not a good thing at all. A lot of these social media apps are like drugs, literally like drugs. Short form content, the psychology that goes behind it. Why do you think when they were designing it, they chose for the scrolling option to be up and down instead of left and right? Right? Go look into that for yourself. I'm not just going to sit here and give you a lecture on social media apps. Go and look into that for yourself. These are questions you should be asking. Why were social media apps designed that way? Why are you sat there all day scrolling? So you don't have to do all this fancy time blocking bullshit. Just stop. That's it, honestly. Because it is wasting your time and it is stripping away from the potential of the future you. So we have arrived at the farm. They do beautiful eggs here. Honestly, the eggs here are different quality. From my understanding, egg yolk should be dark orange, and the difference in taste from these eggs to normal conventional supermarket eggs is just night and day difference. Literally a powerhouse of food. I was really packing on some muscle a few weeks ago. I was having like 10 eggs a day. Right, let's go. I always get looked at when I'm holding this device. People think I've got a gun in my hand or something. Morning. Yeah, I'm good. How are you?